Nerds? Free 99 here, having a nibble at Oaken Tower, an asynchronous roguelike auto-battler. It's being developed by Carry Studios, published by Alibi Games. If you would like to have a nibble yourself, you can find a link in the description. Let's cast in! Starting with casual, I guess. So, if you've played any game like this before, you will know what it's like. Think Backpack Battles is a pretty popular one. So we have a shop phase. We start with 55 gold. We do have a level. We start at level 1. The chances of common and rares are higher than legendary and epic at 0%. We could spend gold to increase this. Not entirely sure where it says how much we can spend, but that's fine. We do get an income of 45 after each round. 10 wins to be victorious, 10 lives to lose. We could freeze items in the shop in case something looks good that we want to buy later. This looks like our health total, and we have 6 slots in total. I'm not entirely sure if leveling up will increase that amount as well. And then we got our character, our name, our level. So, what do we have? Oh, it costs $4 to go up 4 levels? Is that right? Or it costs 52 to level up. Interesting. We could also re-roll for $3. Let's see what's in the shop. We have a light blade. It does 10 damage. Heal, restore X HP. So that sign is healing, which is nice. We've got a sturdy shield that blocks for 30 damage. Snowflakes, common. 2.4 second attack. It deals 8 ranged. And then the target, I'm assuming, is crit. And the bleed is the drops of blood. Enemies take bleed extra damage when hit by items, so this will help us ramp. We've also got poison on an elven shield, which is kind of nutty. A moon knife, when obtained, also gains 16 XP. I like the sound of that. Oh, is that what it is? So we can pay $4 to gain 4 XP, and we need 52 XP to level up the shop? Is that what it is? So this could help us level our shop faster. I do like the sound of that. When you apply a debuff, gain +2 bonus damage on a void spike. And then we have a ruby knife. We could do ruby knife and snowflake to do a bit of a bleed build. But I do like the idea of getting rarer items faster. We have exactly 55, so snowflake plus ruby knife is exactly our money. I feel good with this. Let's continue. So we're now fighting. This person isn't actually playing the game right now. I believe the way that asynchronous games work, they take a snapshot of your inventory at whatever part of the stage you are, and then it uploads it to the server, and then when somebody gets to that part, they will essentially grab somebody's inventory from that area and then let you fight with them. So Elium, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, will have basically starting items just like us. So let's go ahead and fight them. So they've got a nugget, which gives them money, as well as Twilight's Edge. Ooh, this thing ramps. This is actually pretty good. So I don't think the nugget actually does anything. Oh, okay, it gives them block. So the nugget gives them block, and then as well as money, and then this thing just keeps ramping. So that's cool. We should theoretically win here thanks to the bleed. So every single time we make them bleed, it'll stack the damage, but I'm not entirely sure if we can last that long, to be honest. Can we speed this up? We can. ×2. There's usually, this fight is taking too long, so we're just going to start murdering the both of you mechanic in these. That way, characters... Oh, we beat them by quite a bit. That way, builds that have, like, gain life and shield don't take the game like too long in order to finish, if that makes any sense. Like passive builds. So we got one victory there. Awesome. We get another shop in our 45 gold. We do get XP. Okay, cool. Cool. So it was $4 to gain 4 XP. Or we could spend 40 bucks to level it up all the way and become level 2. What do we have here? Wildfire. We could start dealing burn. There's 2 of them, so I'm assuming there's going to be like a level up function. Most games like this do have. On trigger, give your burn items +1 burn. Ooh, that's kind of nutty. We've got another healing item here. On trigger, if you have +25... If you have 25 or more of a debuff, cleanse 5 of it. That could be very useful if we run into somebody like a bleed build such as ourselves. We have a spear that does the exact same thing. We could invest in a shield, or we could get a bone club. None of these look interesting to me. I think we'll save the money and maybe get a bigger stash next round. We could also invest in a fire build, buy one of these, freeze the others, and then buy them later. Bleed burn sounds kind of fun as well. Let's go with a wildfire book. And then we'll freeze all of them. Oh, it freezes all of them. You can't just pick one. That's unfortunate. So we have the book. We can get the sword later. And then hopefully more bleed and burn items after that. So let's go ahead and continue. They've got double hooks. Whenever this crits, gain +2 gold. Okay, so they're ramping up. On trigger, give adjacent items +5% crit chance permanently. So they're looking to have like 100% crit as well as money by the time they reach endgame, which isn't bad. You basically just throw your early game out the window in hopes that you're gonna last long enough into the endgame. It's a bit of a gambit, but I've done that many times for it to pay off wonderfully. Another victory for us. We've got a priest this time, not a shop. Healing touch, increase your max health. This basically doubles it. Or gain +10 income, gain HP, and for the next 2... Oh, okay, so I do like money. I like money, especially this early, and we haven't really lost anything yet. I'd rather take the income. And we still got a shop. And we got the flare here, which is nice. I think the new item is this refined spear. Or no, we have a third book now. Wait a second. That's kind of cool. So we'll do the flare. We'll do the book. We'll freeze everything. Put this here. Do I need 3 of you in order to level up? I want to say yes. So for now, I guess we're just going to burn the enemy to a crisp. Let's go ahead and continue. Ozen 5 or 0 Zen 5. Prepare to meet your maker. When you level up, permanently gain +1 multicast. Ooh. So they're going to need money to level up exponentially in order for this thing to attack multiple times. That's not a bad build. They also have 60 shield, but is it enough to stop the bleeding and the burning? We're about to find out. It looks like our burn is just ripping away the shield, which means all of our actual damage is just damaging like crazy. Didn't even lose half our health. Third victory. So we have a pirate that is gonna either hook or plunder us, or a warrior, which has weapon loot and sharpen. I'm hoping plunder means just free stuff. Gain a hook with 30% extra crit chance. This was the one that was like, when you crit, you gain money. Or we could get a goblet and 10 bucks. I'm not sure what a goblet is, but just straight up money sounds good. I'll take that. We now have a goblet. Start of day increase sell value by... Ooh, okay, so we keep this in our inventory and it'll just keep gaining us money passively. I like that idea. We do have a wildfire here that we can finally buy. It takes 3 to upgrade an item. Good to know. A chest has also spawned in our inventory. We can use it to gain an item. On trigger, give bow to the left +1 multicast. We don't really have a bow. Cold shot when another frosty item triggers. Trigger this. Unfortunately, we're burning. How to grow. On trigger, give elven items to the right +3 damage permanently. Okay. So it's still early. We could pivot into cold or we could pivot into golden. But I want to say that there's a chance that there's going to be a fiery bow. So modern archery would be like the best suited for our build thus far. So we'll take that. Also, it sells for the most. I see no reason not to take it. We got a poison dagger. We got a sturdy shield. We've got a spear. We've got a mace. We've got a bone club, paladin's hammer. We have money. We could spend it to level up and maybe gain rarer items. And I do like the idea of that. So now we're level 2. We have a 5% chance of an epic. We have 60 income now, which is even better. Per level, better drop chances, increase max HP +5 income. Okay, so we have 1,000 health. But unfortunately, I believe our buff of blessing is going to come to an end. Because we got this on day 3, day 4, and then so tomorrow will be our last time having increased health. So that's something. I don't think we should waste money on rerolling. We're better off doing that when we have more money to spend on the rerolls. Looks like they have the hook. They've also got poison. On first 2 triggers, permanently gain +1 poison. So this thing will ramp itself. And then they have a war bow. Permanently gain +2 damage per unique bow. Which they only have 1, so it doesn't really ramp that much. They have way more health than us, but let's see if that actually matters. So there's our burn starting to stack. So is their poison starting to stack. I think we might lose this just because their poison is a lot stronger than our burn. And their health total is a lot higher than ours. Unfortunately, we did lose 2 hearts there. We lost 2 hearts? Okay. I figured it was just 10 losses or 10 wins, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's go ahead into the shop. What are you? Start a combat, apply 5 bleed! This is another bleed item. I do like it. I do like it. It's a spear, not a bow, which is unfortunate. We have another modern archery here. We could level this up and hopefully find a bow. We could also get a goblet. I do like that idea. I do like having a brand new item, and I do like leveling these up, especially the goblet. And then on our last day, if we have like 1 health remaining, we'll just sell everything and try to do one giant buying spree. 3,595. We do have enough money for that. So let's go ahead and buy the spear. Let's go ahead and get the goblet, and let's go ahead and get modern archery. Our damage didn't really increase this time. But honestly, we're prepping for endgame. We are prepping for endgame, which isn't bad. Let's go ahead and continue. We've got single like Pringle. Awesome name. I love it. Every 10 triggers of the item below, so this one, gain +2 bonus bleed. Okay, so they're bleeding us and shocking us, which is deal 20 damage per sec ticks down. So it's another like bleed poison thing. At the start of combat, give your axes +4 damage permanently, so these just get stronger. Lunar Codex, get some multicast, and then they have a goblet. Because why not? It is an actual item that you could put into your inventory and attack with. You don't lose anything if you don't, so I guess that makes sense. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna lose this one. Just because their axes are pretty strong. That sucks. We lose 3 health. Ooh! We're losing so much health now. Instant learn knowledge, learn by doing, or take my bow and an elven tag. We do have the modern archery. We'll take the elven archer. Need a regular bow with elven and +4 multicast isn't bad. Make an item elven. We don't care about elven. We care about bow. That's not bad. Now I kind of wished we took the elven item instead of the bow item. But now we can just take a bow. What do we have here? We have more wildfires. We have another flare. On trigger, cleanses 2 of each debuff. That's not bad. Bone Club, Avoid Spike, and a Silver Lance, which has +1 multicast. So I can buy 2 of you. Start of combat, apply 5 bleed. Snowflake does bleed, and then Ruby Knife does bleed as well. But I do want to use the regular bow in order to do something. This only applies bleed once, so I think we might sell it. That way we have the regular bow with modern archery helping it out. And then I believe we have enough to buy all 3 of these. So now we have... Can I please get the book? Can I please get the book? Okay. So we have a couple of burn items. We have a couple of goblets. And then we have the modern archery that doesn't really do anything right now. But if we can get a 3rd one, that'd be great. Hopefully the bow is enough to try to carry us. It's a little bit too late to pivot here, I think. But let's go ahead and continue. What do you have? On gain +3 bonus heal. Or on trigger gain +3 bonus heal. And it has a recast, so they're going to be healing themselves. Give an elven item to the right, which doesn't exist. +3 damage permanently. Whenever you gain shield, deal 50 damage. At the start of combat, give your moon items +2 bonus multicast. So they don't really have synergy, they just have a bunch of good stuff. Hopefully we can take them out. Okay, if anything, they're gonna take us out. I didn't realize that they had more than double our health here. Yep, we just lost horribly. -3 health. Okay, so this is gonna be our last fight. If we're going to do something big, we're going to do it now. What are you? Molten Bow, +3 burning. This is what we've been waiting for. It already has +1 multicast. So maybe we get rid of the bleed and just go all in on burning? At the start of combat, if you have at least 3 daggers, gain +4 bonus multicast. Hunter's Tome, permanently gain +1 damage. Too late for that. Elven Shield. Spyglass, on trigger, give adjacent items +5% crit permanently. That's kind of fun. And then we have a Silver Lance. So we buy the Molten Bow. We give up the regular bow. Or, well, first of all, get rid of the bleed. I think we're getting rid of the bleed. I think we're getting rid of the goblets. They sell for 40 bucks each, which isn't bad. I think we go... Oh, Flare doesn't actually deal damage. It just gives my burn items +1 burn. Ooh, this is a terrible item. So we're gonna grab Molten Bow. Where did they end up? Back here. So Molten Bow with the Tome of Archery, I like. And then maybe we do... Maybe we take you away. We put you here. We grab the spyglass and put it on you guys. Where did the spyglass go? Right here. And then we still have money. We could upgrade for 32 bucks. Gain a bit more health. So now we have a 1% chance for legendaries. Let's go ahead and reroll. What do we have? A regular bow. Another regular bow. Do you keep my multicast? It does. Okay, awesome, awesome. And we get a chest. Let's go ahead and use it. At the start of combat, deal 250 damage. That's not much. Fire orb. On trigger, permanently give flame items to the right +2 burn. That's not... I mean, it's permanent, which is great, but we're kind of like dead now. So I'm not entirely sure if we want to do this. Plus, I think the crit from the spyglass is better. We will still take it. I mean, it's still an item. Staff of Zeus. Burn ticks 25% faster. Shock ticks 50% faster. That is also not bad. Maybe we get rid of the crit. It's a little late for the crit. This is a burn item. I see no reason not to take it. I do still think the multicast is necessary. Then the question becomes, do we give up the regular bow and go all in on fire? I don't think we have enough money to buy anything if we reroll, so we would have to sell stuff. Let's sell the spyglass. We might be able to buy one item if we reroll. I really like the idea of Staff of Zeus, though. Maybe we give up a modern archery? On trigger, permanently give flame item to the right +2 burn. And you trigger more than the wildfire. So theoretically, this should be a good thing. Oh, other way. This should be a good thing. And then you already have multicast. So adding more to you might not be the best idea. Diminishing returns and all that. I mean, this is the best we're going to have right now, so let's go ahead and continue. We're fighting a Dragoonite. Give Elven item plus damage. They're going to deal poison to us. They have a purple item. Healing word. Will bleed and burn us and heal them. This might not end so well. If they out-heal our burn and... Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, okay. Look at that go. We win. Gotta have some more faith. Some more faith in a cleric. Gain 1500 max health and regain 2 hearts. Or just gain 2000 health. We are low on hearts. We should get the hearts back, right? Yes? Although at this rate, it probably doesn't matter. Maybe our next loss is like minus 10 hearts. Hunter's Tome, permanently gain +1 damage. No, thank you. Moon Knife, Spyglass, Diamond Axe. This is Bleed Shock, which isn't really what we do. Arcane Cleaver. Does do burn, but it doesn't really synergize with anything. On triggers, give your axes +3 damage permanently per unique axe. This would have been great early. We could level up our shop again, which does give us health. I do like that idea. Plus more income. I think next time... Ooh, we get a 5% chance for legendaries. I think next time we'll actually spend the money. I'm hoping this is enough. What are you doing? You are doing a lot of axing. Give your axes +8 damage permanently. You have multicast. You're a mace, at least. On first trigger, trigger this. On the first trigger, trigger this an extra time. 140 damage from one swing. We might lose this. They might just, like, starting DPS us. Which is exactly what's happening. Plus they have a shield. Ooh, can we scratch back? Are we gonna make it? 32 health? So close. -3 health. Okay, so the +2 hearts did actually make a difference. I think we cannot have money. We are on the back end. We'll take the special gift or items. Upgrade a 2-star item to a 3-star item in 2 days. We don't have that kind of time, or the 2-star. Gain 15 bucks and a mirror elixir gives a plain copy of an item. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll take the money. Heading into the shop. What do we have? An amethyst bow? We don't care about bleed anymore. Dreamcatcher on trigger permanently reduce item above's cooldown by 0.1 seconds. That sounds nice, but I don't think it is. Let's go ahead and start rerolling. We need stuff. We could get the fire orb. When this gains a debuff, generate a random lesser potion? Okay. Holy sigil? Start a combat, permanently gain +4 damage for dark. Not really doing dark. We'll take the fire orb. And I guess we'll reroll again. We have another Zeus. I guess we'll buy that and reroll some more. We can upgrade you to purple for 25. I'll take that. We now have a purple wildfire. And then we can upgrade the flare to do +2 bonus fire. That is something. And then we have a couple of chests that we can open up. Anything that is useful to us. When this or a dagger triggers, gain +1 gold. We have a sigil, and then we have the refined bow. You two sell for the most? What do you got? On trigger, permanently give arcane items. If you have only unique item types, permanently gain item types. So we have a lot of burning. I don't think that's it. Blazing Bull is a burning shield. When you apply burn, gain that much bonus. Ooh, we are definitely grabbing that. We need a bit of defense. So this hasn't actually triggered, I don't think. Because it takes 16 seconds and our fights don't last that long. So that's actually not that good, which is great because we can put a Blazing Bull up now. When you apply burn, gain that much bonus shield, which is great. I do like the idea of that. Regular bow is still fine. I think we need to keep the regular bow. I wanted to put the fire orb on wildfire just to ramp it up faster. But I think a lot of our damage comes from the regular bow. So we have to keep it on us. We can sell this. That's an easy sell. Use on item to gain a plain copy of it. Use on item. Oh, so like if we use this on our Staff of Zeus, we should get a level 2, right? Is that how this works? Ta-da! And now we have a level 1, or I guess a level 2 Staff of Zeus. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and open this chest. That doesn't really do anything. Whenever frosty, we don't care. And then we have a fire mace, which is a little vanilla, but it doesn't really deserve a spot though. It's just too vanilla, you know what I mean? So I guess we'll take the glacier because it sells the most. We could re-roll again. Oh, hey, look, we have another Blazing Bull that we can afford. We could afford this. We'll grab it. We'll grab it. Hopefully we'll get a third one, and then maybe we can just block our way to a win. Let's go ahead and continue. I don't have high hopes. I really don't think they are going full defensive. See, this is why there is a timer. Because of people like them who like to just shield up and just let the debuffs do their thing. They're basically going to try to outlive us. Yeah, we're barely doing any damage to them. They're doing quite a bit to us through the poison. We lost this. Oh, wait. No, we lost this. We couldn't wrap up fast enough, unfortunately. Poison goes through shield. So we needed, like, healing in order to counter that. Okay, we're not dead for some reason. Toss a coin to your angel. Revive with 2 and gain 45. Revive with 2, gain XP, and gain a box. So there is a one more chance in the game. We're not close to leveling up, so I don't think XP matters. And I don't think we're going to get much more gold to spend in the shop. So I think I'd rather have this. We got another book. We could buy that. A trident doesn't really matter anymore. Hunter's Tome doesn't either. We'll take the book. If we hit the sort button here. Okay, it puts them nice and nicely. We could pay 48 to level up again. But I feel like that's a waste. Let's reroll. We got another book. That's cool. These are the ruby knives from the beginning. Venom ring we don't care about. Reroll again. We got another flare. But we're not really using it. So I don't know why we're going to pick it up. But we will. And then we'll reroll one more time. We can still level up Wildfire. So that's cool. We have another level 1 Wildfire. I don't think we're going to get it to like level 3, which is unfortunate. What's inside of you? Nothing, nothing, nothing. You sell for 25. I'll take that. That gives us more money to reroll. Nothing really in here. I think we finally give you up. Sell for 15. Put something like a fire orb or maybe a second blazing bull. I like the idea of a second blazing bull. We'll just roll up on defense. Let's go ahead and sell these tomes. Reroll one more time. We have a higher level blazing bull. We'll take that. We'll use you. This does everything? What the heck? It does poison, it does lightning, it does multicast, it does burning, which is the main bit. You also sell for the most, so we'll take you. Another molten bow is nice to have. On trigger, give your burn items +2 bonus burn. We do have a spot empty. So it's a little late, but we could start ramping with the flare. That is something, in a way. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be the end of us. Let's go ahead and continue. We are now just dead. We are skull marked. Yogmart, you are our last competitor. You have 31 multicast? Are you kidding me? We got a war bow, we got a cursed necklace. Like, this one item is just gonna murder us. And there it goes. Look at that white health. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, hey, whoa. Hold up. We won? Okay. The burn came in clutch. Cool. We now have a bishop to deal with. Gain max health and 10 free rerolls. Or gain max health and 3 lucky rerolls. What the heck is a lucky reroll? I'll take the lucky, I guess. I'm guessing lucky just means we have a chance of getting something that we actually need. Fire mace still isn't that great, but we'll take it because it is a fire item. We have 44. We could reroll, but I don't think it's enough to buy anything. We could instead level up and maybe gain some more health, but then we won't have much money. Well, okay, you know what? I think the health is worth it. I think the extra health is worth it, plus we gain 75 income, so we'll have like 80 bucks next time. Let's keep going. Oh, is that another shield build? Permanently reduce the item above's cooldown. Oh, the runic shield. Okay, they're just gonna debuff us to death. When you apply a debuff, gain 8... Okay, yeah, so they debuff us to death while upgrading their void spike. That makes sense. And here is the part where we start slowly dying because we can't even block all... Wait! Our burning isn't doing that bad damage. Sticking to one item and just maxing it is a lot better, I guess, than trying to cast all the debuffs. We might just pull this back. I am starting to get a small glimmer of hope. We have a bunch of orbs that we don't care about. So let's use our lucky reroll. Shop only contains artifacts. I'm not sure if... On trigger, if you have only unique item types, give your items plus 5 damage. I don't think we do. Magic, flame, everything has like flame on it. Something elven, some venom ring, life essence. Okay, so we know what the lucky reroll is now. So that's cool. It's a candy shop. Use on item to give it plus 3 damage and improve your future candy. That sounds cool. I mean, the only one that actually does damage is the molten bow. So, what the heck? Oh, okay, yeah, it goes into our inventory. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do this. Use it on item to give it plus 2 heal and improve your future candy. I don't think we have any healing items. Plus 4% crit. I do like health. We'll take the sunburst. We'll take both of them. So have a bit of crit. Have a bit of crit. And then health. We'll take 100 isn't a whole lot. Oh, it's 200 now because we improved our future candy. We'll give that to the shield, I guess. Oh, use on health bar. Oh, I'm dumb. There you go. Do we waste the rest of our rerolls? I don't think so because we don't have money. Let's just continue. Demons and Roses. They have a mace build. Yep, they just have a bunch of maces. They're gonna okay, you're magic. That gives you multicast if we can last 3 seconds. This looks like a brand new item because none of their items have multicast. When another item heals, gain plus 2 bonus heal and trigger this thrice. Do they have a heal? Oh, they do. The Paladin's Hammer. Okay, well, let's see what happens. We do have more health than them, but they have, like, way more upfront damage than us. We do have a bit of block that shows up every single time we burn them, but I'm not entirely sure if it... Okay, that decides that. It was entirely enough. Maybe we're in the loser's bracket. That's what the skull means. There's the winner's bracket and the loser's bracket, and every loser who has gotten this far is here. Spyglass, Don't Care, Snowflake, Silver Lance, Soul Splitter. I don't think we care. Ooh, legendary. On trigger, gain +1 iron stack per sword. We don't have swords. Yeah, let's go ahead and reroll. All items are on sale. Well, we'll take the Blazing Bull. And that's about it, because the rest of them suck. An emerald sword. Start a combat, give your crystal items +1 bonus bleed. I mean, we found one thing. We could train to at least guarantee something, which is increased health. I like the idea of that. At least we walk away a tad bit stronger, at least defensively. Alright, let's see if we can get win number 8. GG easy? Then why are you in the loser? They have the same build as us! Whoa, what are you? When you apply burn, gain that much bonus damage. Ah, shit. That's like a better version of the Blazing Bull. They're basically like us, except better. Alright, let's go. They even have more health, so their burns are gonna last. Or our burns aren't gonna be as effective. They are also gaining the burn a lot faster than we are. Yep. Is it? Yeah, so like their increased health is what got them the win. Because if you take off this 2,000, or I guess, yeah. Anyway, unfortunately, that's it for us. Not bad, not bad. Fun game. I do like this sword button in the inventory, and the fact that you can just like kind of stack stuff on top of each other is pretty cool. If you wanted to, you could have like a mess like this. But yeah, this has been Oaken Tower. If you liked what you saw, a link is in the description. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.